All right, Pix 11 continues to be your local election headquarters. We're continuing to bring you the very latest on the key races all across the city. So this week, we learned which Democratic candidate will likely become the city's next controller.
Yes, Brooklyn City Councilman Brad Lander beat out City Council Speaker Corey Johnson, and he joins us this morning with reaction to the latest results. Good morning, Brad. Thanks for being here, and happy birthday to you.
You're muted, my friend. Gotta take you off mute. Are you? Yeah, it's okay. No worries.
I so apologize. Good morning, Betty and Dan. Thanks for the birthday wishes. It's great to celebrate it with you.
I'm sure it is, especially once you saw the outcome of the election. But, you know, even though it's not official until next week when the Board of Elections certifies all the votes, your opponent has already conceded. It was a hard-fought campaign, though. What do you think put you over the top?
Yeah, we built a really broad progressive coalition of folks all across the city who want a recovery that really lifts up all neighborhoods, that confronts a lot of the inequalities we've seen in our city, and to make sure our city is more ready for future crises than we were for this one. We had great progressive support from AOC and Jumaane Williams and Elizabeth Warren, but also support from the New York Times and from folks who want to see government work better, and that's what we worked hard to build.
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought Corey Johnson would pull it off because of his name recognition alone. But let me talk to you now that you are the nominee. We're coming out of a pandemic, the worst economic problems in quite some time here in New York City. What do you see as your top priority as controller in terms of a recovery for so many New Yorkers?
Thank you. So priority one is to spend the American Rescue Plan, the $14 billion we're getting from Washington, wisely to reopen our economy, to get our schools open, our small businesses back, our arts organizations back, and to revive jobs in our neighborhoods. We have to do that wisely, though. And right now, we're not tracking how we're spending that money, what the outcomes we need are, making sure we're saving some of that for the future. So I really want to focus on that federal American Rescue Plan money, get a public tracking system up, track every dollar, look at the outcomes so we're more ready for the future.
All right, so the controller position is often a check for the mayor, as you all know. Your fellow Democrat, Eric Adams, winning the primary for New York City mayor, but you've been called a bit more progressive. So how do you see that relationship working if you both win?
So Eric and I have a really long-standing and warm personal relationship. We've worked together on keeping streets safer, on advancing small businesses in Brooklyn. And our job together is make sure the recovery is strong for all our communities. We've got to have a good conversation about ways to do that, but I don't doubt we can do it together. I want to help make city government work better. Yes, the controller's job is also to hold the mayor accountable, but the point of that is to make government show up for people in all our neighborhoods.
Yeah, it's also to provide a check on trimming the fat from city agency as well, making sure they're not spending frivolously. Do you see right now, I know you're not in the position yet, but from an outsider's perspective, on where you could look to make some cuts to maybe shed that or put that money somewhere else?
Absolutely. We're going to need to do that. We've got this American Rescue Plan money, but in the longer term, there's $4 billion deficits in the out years. So we need to look at the big real estate tax breaks we're giving for luxury development. We need to look at why spending on the Department of Corrections keeps going up, even though we're incarcerating about half as many people as before. We've got to be efficient in how we're running the city, or we can't afford it.
But how, right? Because every controller actually says that oh, well, they're spending too much. So it's the how that we're looking for.
Absolutely. Here. Well, I mentioned that what tax break called 421A. That's a $1.7 billion giveaway every year to luxury developers. That comes due in Albany. It expires next spring. So I'm going to get busy right away running an analysis that says, is this worth it? And if we conclude it's not worth it, then we need to get our legislators in Albany to end it next spring rather than continue to give away $1.5 billion every year when not one unit is being created that's affordable enough to help a homeless New Yorker get off the streets. Let's spend that money instead on supportive housing, on things that put us on better footing.
It sounds like a lot of this does require analysis, right, for you to get an idea of where this money is going and how it's being spent. Does that analysis take a large chunk of money away from actually spending on the projects that need it?
Well, the controller's office is a team of about 700 people. We're already spending that money, and we need to spend it wisely as well. But the goal is to get a big return on that money by finding good places to save.
Mr. Lander, we're out of time here, but I have to ask you this. And I know you still have to win this job first, but a lot of people say the controller is a launching pad to then run for a higher office, say mayor. Do you plan on being in the controller's office for more than one term, or do you want to be mayor?
Well, I am totally focused on the controller's office and how we win a just recovery for all neighborhoods. What an opportunity, what a responsibility at this moment as we emerge from the pandemic to help our city come back strong across all our neighborhoods. I could not be more excited about doing that job, and I'm going to wake up every day and work really hard to get it done.
All right. Well, thanks for spending part of your birthday with us. We appreciate it. What are you doing today to celebrate?
Oh, it's a lot of work today, but I'm spending some time this weekend to celebrate, going to the beach. So look forward to that.
Okay.
I'll let you slide in your birthday that you didn't say if you want to be mayor. But Mr. Lander, I appreciate you being here. I'm sure we'll be talking to you a lot over the course of the campaign.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited about this job and really excited
I know
to
you
spend
are.
my birthday talking to you about it.
You're not going to get that answer, Dan. You're just not going to get it.
No, I'm not running for mayor. I'm so excited to be running for controller.
I hear you.
So I'm really excited. So
Thank you
very much for the birthday wishes, and I look forward to coming back time and again.
Thank you,
All
Mr.
right.
Lander.
Enjoy the
Appreciate
beach.
it.